Which country produces the very best Forex traders? Well, it is time to find out. Welcome to the very first ever Trading Olympics, where traders will compete to earn the title of top Forex country, and traders will be competing to earn an insane $2 million worth of challenge accounts. That is what's up for grabs. And so in today's video, we are going to break down the entire competition, how it works, how you can win, how you can help your country get to the top spot, and how you can also win one of the challenge accounts that are up for grabs. First up, we have the qualifying round. This round is going to take place from October 1st to October 13th. And this is the round that absolutely anybody can sign up for. And we encourage you to do so. It is completely free, and the link to do so is in the description. This is going to be 2 weeks worth of trading, 2 weeks where traders will compete to show what they have to get their country near the top and to make sure that they have a spot in the next round. In terms of some of the nitty-gritty rules, every trader will receive a demo account of $100,000 when they sign up on their website. 3 minimum trading days are required. The leverage on the accounts will be 30-1. There's going to be no daily loss limit, but the maximum drawdown will be static, meaning it's not a trailing drawdown, and that static drawdown will be 5%. So essentially, you're going to be following many of the same rules that we have on our 3-stage program. We think that this is going to be a great balance for traders to avoid traders from just going full margin, completely gambling and getting lucky. We really want to filter out the traders and the gamblers and make sure that the top traders, the legit top traders, are making their way near the top of the leaderboard. Weekend holding is allowed, no stop loss is required. EAs will not be allowed on this competition, and for the sake of allowing our staff to sleep at night, there will be no maximum lot size rule. But again, we think that it's going to be a fair balance with the leverage that's being offered and the 5% max drawdown, that even though there's no max lot size rule, we think hopefully gambling will be kept to a minimum. So those are the rules. Any other nitty-gritty rules will be on the rules page of the competition. But the main question is, how do you win? How do you move on to the next round, which will be the quarterfinal? The thing is, this competition isn't just about you. It's not just an individual competition. Your fellow countrymen are also going to be very important, especially if you want to move on to the next round. Here's the deal. We're going to have thousands of traders sign up for the qualifying round, but for the quarterfinals, only 500 traders are going to be moving on, okay? Just 500. These 500 traders are going to be selected by the top 10 countries based on the results of the quarterfinals, based on the results of the first round. This means that 50 traders from the top 10 countries will be moving on to the quarterfinals. This means that if you finish in the top 10 of the leaderboard after the first 2 weeks of trading, you will be single-handedly responsible for moving your country on to the next round, which will just be a phenomenal honor, and we're very excited to see which traders are actually responsible for moving on their country to the next round. So this is how it's going to work. Let's say after the 2 weeks, the top trader is from Canada. I say Canada just because that's where I am. What then happens is we will scroll through the entire leaderboard, and every trader in the top 50 from Canada will be moving on to the next round. An important caveat is that if you breached your account, if you are no longer in the competition, you will not be moving on to the next round. So first place is Canada. We then scroll through the entire competition. We find the top 50 traders from Canada, and all of those traders will be moving on to the quarterfinals to represent Canada. In second place, if we have Nigeria, we'll then scroll through the entire leaderboard, and every trader in the top 50, the top 50 Nigerian traders, that's an important caveat, it's not the top 50 traders, the top 50 Nigerian traders will be moving on. We will not be counting anybody that breached their account. One more example, let's say in third place after the 2 weeks, the third place trader was from Germany. We'll then scroll through the leaderboard. We will find the top 50 German traders, and then they will be moving on. What happens if fourth place is also Germany? Then we'll go to fifth place. We'll make sure that there are 10 countries represented in the quarterfinals. We will find the best 50 traders from those countries, and those total 500 traders will be moving on to the quarterfinals. I think that makes sense. Hopefully it's not too confusing. confusing. It's actually quite simple, and I think that this is a great way to formulate the competition, because it means that you're not just reliant on yourself, you're reliant on other traders in your country. If you don't trade that well for the first 2 weeks, but there's somebody from your country that is doing very well, you're still going to be allowed to move on, and we think that that's going to be a phenomenal way to encourage some form of teamwork in the competition. The quarterfinals will end on October 13th. We will then give our staff a few days to make sure that these 500 traders are added to the competition, and then on October 18th, these 500 traders will begin the quarterfinals, which will take place for 2 weeks from October 18th to October 31st. This round will work in a very similar way to the qualifying rounds. There's 2 weeks of trading, so traders still have an opportunity to show off their skills, but this time only 5 countries will be moving on to the semifinals, and the top 25 traders from the top 5 countries will be moving on to the semifinals. This means that if your country qualified, but you were not in the top 25 traders from that country, you will be eliminated. Your country will be moving on, 25 traders from your country will be moving on, but you will not be moving on. We'll be doing this for the top 5 countries. The top 5 countries will still be determined by the top 5 traders at the top of the leaderboard. If there's a tie, 2 traders from Nigeria, 2 traders from Canada will continue to move down the list to ensure that there are 5 countries that are included in the semifinals. This means that in the semifinals, there will be a total of 125 traders. At this point, we have now moved on to the semifinals, which will take place from November 6th to November 10th. That means that everybody needs to be sharp, because there's only going to be 1 week of trading. It's tight, but we didn't want the competition to go on for 2 or 3 months, and we want there to be energy in the competition. We want everybody to be excited. By there only being 1 week, I think everybody is going to be paying very close attention. Now, when it comes to the semifinals, things are going to change slightly in terms of who will be moving on to the finals. Now, it's about even more teamwork than just individual trading. In order to win, we are now calculating your country's average return. It's no longer about the top 3 or 5 traders. It's about the entire country. Now, if you blow your account, if you're one of the 25 traders that are in the semifinals and you breach due to the maximum drawdown limit, we're not going to include your return of -10 or -20%, but we will be dividing the entire positive return from everyone in your country by 25. So there's 25 traders to start the month. If only 10 traders are still actively trading at the end of the month, we will take their average return and we will divide it by 25. So if you breach your account, you will be hurting your country and you will be lowering their average return. Again, hopefully this isn't too confusing. Watch it over 2 or 3 times if you need to. Everything will be written down on the rules site. We'll be making lots of videos, so it will be very, very clear. Again, it's not that complicated. It's pretty simple, but this is really going to encourage teamwork and is going to encourage everybody to actually be risk managed, not just gamble away their entire account. So 5 countries and 25 traders from each, for a total of 125 traders, will be competing in the semifinals, and only 3 countries and the top 10 traders from each country will be moving on to the final round, where they will compete for bronze, silver, and gold for the top spot of the top Forex country. During the semifinals, the prizes will start to be awarded. The 5th place country will receive $100,000 worth of challenge accounts, and these will be spread out amongst the team, amongst the traders that have finished the month profitably and have not breached their account. And the 4th place team will receive $150,000 worth of challenge accounts. Again, they will be split up accordingly amongst the team. So if there's only 1 trader left, they'll get $150,000 worth of challenge accounts. If there's 2, it'll be split up amongst them, so on and so forth. So the prizes start to go out during the semifinals, but everything massively heats up in the final round. So when it comes to the finals, 3 countries will be competing, and only the top 10 traders will be competing and representing their country, meaning that if your country moved on from the semifinals, but you weren't in the top 10 of those traders, you will not be moving on either. The finals are going to take place from November 13th to November 17th, meaning that there is only 1 week of trading. So again, everybody needs to be on their best behavior. Everybody needs to be sharp. Winning will be calculated the exact same way that it was calculated during the semifinals, meaning that we will be taking the average of every single trader in the finals. We will be averaging it out, dividing by 10, regardless of how many traders breach their account, to find the best Forex trading country. Third place is going to get $250,000 worth of challenge accounts that will be split up amongst the accounts that are still active. Second place, silver, will be receiving $500,000 worth of challenge accounts, and the gold medal top spot, the best Forex trading country, the country that produces the best Forex traders, will be receiving $1 million worth of challenge accounts, and these accounts will be split up amongst the 10 traders that are still active that did not load their account. So if there's only one trader out of the 10 that is still active, we'll be sending them a $1 million account. We really hope that you guys are as excited for this competition as we are. We think this is going to be amazing. We're so excited to already see the patriotism, the excitement from traders that have registered, that are hoping to end up near the leaderboard, to take their country on to the quarterfinals and to the semifinals. We're going to be giving away $2 million worth of challenge accounts, which I think alone is enough to get excited for. So you can register down below. It is completely free. When you sign up, you will automatically receive your login credentials to your demo account. We can't wait to hear what you guys think. Every week we'll be posting a video breaking down how countries are doing, how individual traders are doing. So there'll be lots of content going out, and we can't wait to see which country ends up on top. We'll see you there. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Until then, peace.